Good morning or afternoon, depending on what time you are listening to this podcast, and welcome to yet another episode of Do Geese Have Udders, the show where we ask the unanswered and answer the unasked, looking at news and online stuff too. I'm Michael Gooch, and as always, I'm joined by my good friend Matthew Thompson. You right, Matt?
Do you stretch, Michael?
Good. Then let's start the show. Matt got a very quick one for you, and it's
hit me.
It's just one of those things.
Hit me, fam.
Jesus Christ! Jesus, that's outrageous.
Sorry. Please hit me.
So, Matt, now that you've got nothing left to throw at me, I've got a question which cropped up for some reason. I can't remember when. I think it was at home after my dad tried using the object I'm about to say, and it ruined then something I was trying to do. So, Matthew.
Yeah.
Why on earth did toasters have a burnt setting? Why is there an option for that on a toaster? No one ever puts their toaster up to max, because if it goes up to max, then it's done. That bread is cremated.
That's true. Max doesn't like burnt toast.
So, I don't know Max very well, but why do toasters have a burnt setting? Why is there a setting? We already know that a lot of toasters out there, when they have those dials, let's say 1, 2, 3, or whatever, they don't always correspond to 1 minute, 2 minute, or 3 minutes, and no one really knows why they are there. But then there's always some ridiculous one, always cranked up to like 7 or 9 or something like that. That is just going to absolutely demolish the toast.
It's because there's different types of toast.
Explain.
There's different type of bread. You don't toast toast.
Have you ever burnt toast in your toaster?
Michael.
Have you ever...
Who are you asking this?
How many times today?
Yeah.
Have you ever used your toaster at max toasting?
Yeah, probably.
What for?
Melting cheese in a wrap.
And you've had to crank it all the way up to max?
I just didn't crank it down.
That's why you're always having burnt settings. Yeah, burnt setting is the only setting on your toaster.
Yeah.
But you can see what I mean, where toast is always at risk of being burnt, so why on earth do we have a burnt setting on our toasters?
Well, can I jump from that and hop onto something else? You know popcorn has microwaves have a popcorn setting.
Yep.
And you know packets of popcorn saying do not click the popcorn setting on your microwave. Did you know that?
I don't think I did.
It does. On the popcorn packet it says do not click the popcorn setting.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like what you're saying.
Yeah, the last time I remember, when I buy popcorn now, I always can't do it for the time it says on the packet.
Yeah.
Because my microwave will end up burning it. So this is a
so
different thing. Why do microwaves have a burnt setting? They don't. They're just it's too long. And
it's too powerful now.
And so I always end up wasting one bag of popcorn working out what the proper time is.
You wait for the pops.
Yeah, but I either end up with really burnt, horrible popcorn or nice popcorn, but then so many unpopped kernels at the bottom of it.
Yeah.
And then it's
you
just...
pop it again.
It's just a waste. You can't do that.
See, I don't mind the taste of burnt popcorn. I quite like the... Not fully burnt where it's just a black biscuit. But I don't mind a slightly bit of burnt in there. I quite like the flavour.
Well, if people go far back a few years on Michgoo, do you remember our experience of popcorn?
Yeah, I do. I thought you were going to mention
you did.
that.
Yeah, we were going to. We made a cracker sandwich challenge thing. This is ye olde Michgoo now.
Yeah.
Which is our other channel that Matt has also appeared on many times.
Yeah.
And we decided to make some sort of sandwich thing out of just stuff we could find in Matt's fridge and in the cupboards. We didn't even have bread, so we had to use 2 crackers in the end.
We did a toasty sandwich
and then
challenge.
you found popcorn, so you stuck that in the microwave. Went on for about 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure absolutely destroyed my insides when you opened it up.
I was like, yeah, don't worry, I'll keep an eye on it. Completely forgot.
Yeah, the popcorn, and then just go in there, and it's just horrible. It's just smoke pouring out. I had to open the door, went outside, cleared my lungs.
Yeah, it was horrible. Feel free to check out. The link will be in the description below.
It will do indeed.
Oh my god, that was a lot of smoke. It's actually insane how much smoke comes out of burnt popcorn.
Yeah,
and the smell.
Thanks for giving me that experience.
I got beatings by my mum. Not actual beatings, but verbal.
Verbal beatings.
Verbal beatings.
She just came in and just looked at you and said, Matt, you're an idiot.
She went, I told you about popcorn. How did you even get your hands
I told
on
you,
it?
don't put it in for 10 minutes.
Don't clean the popcorn setting it says on it. Put it in the toaster.
No, that one is burnt. There's a burnt setting on the toaster.
I wonder if you could put it in the toaster.
No, let's not. No, don't do that.
I'm so trying that when I get home. I'll do another folder one. Just quick.
You want to do another folder?
Yeah, wherever. No, I won't because I threw the folder at you.
Do you want your folder?
Yes, please. Unless you want to do one.
No, Matt, you can do your...
That could be quite funny.
Matt, you can do your fact folder once I pick it up from the floor after you chucked it across the room. Here you go. Do it. Have you broken the top of your folder, or is it always...
It's already been broken. Just pick a card out.
I'll pick a card out, and I'm just going to chuck it at you. Let's go for... Pick a colour.
Blue.
Oh, I actually had blue in my hand
I know,
as well.
I saw.
There we go.
Thank you.
I wanted to give you a colour that you didn't say, so that's disappointing. But tell me, what is on your folder, Matt?
So the folder you put
Yeah?
the blue thing you just handed me out,
Yep.
the fact folder of
Bit of paper.
filters,
Yep.
is a who is card. Who's the most? Out of you
Who
and me.
is? So this is like we've done this before, haven't we? Of where we're trying to work out who, not necessarily wins, but who is the best or worst at something, or who has the most.
Yes, we did. It was
Stuff.
very good. But I had it last time on the last podcast, and it went very well.
Yes, it did. Yes, we recorded that in a different
Yes,
room.
we did.
but
Yes,
now,
no.
now we're
I
back
can
in the
talk faster
shed,
than
yes.
you. So the
Yes,
first
good,
one is
I can
how
talk
fast can
too.
you talk? Who's the fastest talker?
Well, just in the last 5 seconds, that would be you.
Yeah, I know.
I know. I've been told I talk fast at times, and I try to talk slower, but I would say I'm probably a faster talker than you. I feel like when talking, at least, you can be quite relaxed
Yeah.
when you're talking.
No point stressing.
No, I think when I'm trying to talk really quickly, my mind is just racing with thoughts. Or like, no, you got to get out. You got to get out what you're trying to say now. And my mouth is trying to keep up. And so I would think that I probably talk faster than you. Would you agree with that?
I would agree as well.
Okay then, that's good. That's a good start. What's your second one? Stop playing with your phone or I'll confiscate it.
Sorry, it's not even on.
I didn't mean to say that so angrily. I was just breathing in whilst I was trying to say it and almost ran out of breath.
Sound like a teacher. Who is most likely to win a talent competition?
Well then, what would be your talent?
What's that film where they strip?
Magic Mike?
Yeah,
That's not really... Is that a talent show? I've never watched the film.
It could be a talent.
Right.
I don't think it's Magic Mike. It could be Magic Mike.
I don't know. I don't know what that's got to do with being a talent show.
I don't actually know what would be my talent. If I did talent, I've never done a talent show. I don't
Well,
know
that's
what
my
talent
point.
would
Is I
be.
think I have done a couple for a local youth group. Several years ago, I think I did magic on
You did.
twice or 3 times maybe, and so I'd either do that or possibly try comedy, but definitely not if you're in the audience, because all I'd get is probably just dead silence and you just going ha or something at the very back. In which case, it might mean then that I've succeeded in that. But I think
I was part of one of your shows doing that.
you were part of something. You were part of a sketch I had where I dressed up as you, because I shoved on a blonde wig and stood on a step stool with a sign around my neck that said, "I am Matt."
Rude.
Do you not remember that?
Okay, no, I don't. But
Well, by that logic, I think I win this talent
Yeah.
show. But then that's just a quick side question. So what would you do then if you've never done a talent show? Because I didn't know this. I know that you've helped out at the ones that I've been at.
yeah.
But then what would you do? What would be your talent?
I don't know.
Oh, well, I guess we're gonna have to find that out. I think maybe on a future show.
We will.
Stop rolling the bit of tape across the table.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, Michael.
Right, what's the next one you got then?
Who is the most calming?
Who is the most calming?
I'm saying me. You're intense right now.
I'm intense now.
Yeah.
I
I'm
feel like
most calming.
I feel like I'm a calming person to talk to. You're very calm to talk to when you've had about 500 bevs. You're like, Michael, it's good. It's okay. You're slow talking. It's all nice. And
It's calm. It's calm.
and it's all that. But I would disagree. I say that I'm pretty quite calm.
Oh, I
person to
disagree.
be. I mean, but just by the sheer hectic lifestyle you live when we go camping, I don't see how that's calming at all. Matt, don't put these explosives on the fire. What are you doing, Matt? It's fine. It's all good.
Matt, get off the fire.
Matt,
Stop standing on
stop
it.
standing on the fire. Stop sitting on the fire.
Matt,
what
drop...
are you doing? It's fine. It's all calm.
Matt,
tranquil.
Why did you drop Will's phone in the water bucket? Matt, why are you jumping over the fire? Stop it.
Very recently that did happen. Do you want to say that story very quickly about you and the phone?
Okay, so I was very, very over the legal limit of alcohol. And
yeah, but he wasn't driving or anything. We were camping.
Yeah. Just make that clear.
Yeah.
And I heard my phone go off, so I went to grab it. Realised it wasn't my phone. Sort of slipped. The phone came out my hand and fell into the water bucket, like straight into it. And I went to try and grab it. It kept sliding through my fingers. And I finally picked it up. And Will was sleeping on the floor.
Yep.
And he woke up to me throwing his phone in the bucket, and then me slipping, jumping over the fire, like stepping my flip-flop onto the fire, and then jumping over it while getting knocked over.
Matthew Thompson, calming man, as he has just clearly said. Side note as well. So this is where we went camping very recently. Depending where this episode is, it might be a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And at one point though, I did go into the woods and just have a wee, and I came back with a gift. I came back with a gift that I wasn't expecting to find, and only when I sort of opened it up did I realise what it was. We discussed this in one of the last episodes we had with Rebecca. I somehow found Matt's poo chair. Because when I was reading, I was like, oh, someone's left this blue chair here. And I sort of pulled it out with me. And when I got it out to where you guys weren't looking. But then I opened it up, saw the hole in the middle. And I think I said, Matt, what colour was your poo chair?
Dark blue.
And I touched it with my hands. They're diseased.
So Michael's making it sound a lot worse. We got this camping chair that was on its last legs, and it's lasted longer than any camp chair I've actually owned.
Yeah,
now.
we've mentioned it before, but feel free to bring it up again.
I don't think we have mentioned it. And we cut a hole in it with a knife, and we poo in it.
Yeah, again, it's the wee poo in it that I
You can't wee. Your dingle dangle doesn't fit in it.
Let's move on. What else have we got on here?
Who eats the most cakes?
Who eats the most cakes? I mean, Matt, you've got a box of muffins in it.
But are they cakes?
Muffins are cake. Yes, definitely. No question about it. I do enjoy a cake. I bring fairy cakes to a lot of the events.
I don't actually eat a lot of cake. I don't eat a lot of sugar stuff, to be honest.
Oh, but I eat a lot of sugary stuff. So it could potentially be me again. Now, this might be a landslide victory for me.
Well, I got this one.
Okay.
Who takes longest to get ready to go out?
You.
Who's the meanest?
Matt, it's you.
That's mean, you know.
Who's the meanest one?
Yeah, that's mean.
Who's the meanest one?
You.
I don't know. I think if I'm angry at someone, I very rarely show my angry side. But when I show my angry side, it's angry. But I don't know if that means I'm mean.
Yeah, I personally would say I'm meaner than you. That's like you saw me shout before.
I've seen you shout before.
Scary.
Yeah, it is scary. That's not to say we're both lovely. You know,
we're
not
lovely
people. We are lovely people.
I'm saying I'm meaner than you.
You can be more intimidating than me. Definitely, if we phrase the question slightly differently, I'm not that intimidating. But like, if there was a thief in a shop, you could wander up to them as security, and you'd be like, stop what you're doing or whatever. And mine would be, stop what you're doing. They'd be like, what? And I'd be like, what? It's my mistake. It's yours. Take it. Go, have my wallet.
You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses.
You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses.
But yeah, I get what you mean. Hit you with a cucumber or something.
Yeah.
Next one. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready for the next one.
This is the next side, so we can do another episode.
No, we flipped the paper. No, let's go.
We flipped it. Okay. Who/was the best behaved?
Who was the best behaved?
Yes.
I mean, out of everything we've spoken about already, I think we can assume.
It's me.
It doesn't mean that I.
It's me.
Doesn't mean that I am.
It's me.
The most perfect behaved person in the world. But I'd like to.
I'm more behaved than you.
I like to be quiet and do my stuff. You're more behaved than me.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Nah, I'm joking.
Matt, when we went camping, you stopped at a traffic light and had a kettle smack you in the back of the head, and you waved out the window.
And passed it to Will in the next car over.
Yeah, well behaved, definitely. I was a respectful passenger in the car. I was.
I had so much stuff for me. I lodged my car full of bits and bobs to burn, and it all fell on me.
2 words: health hazard.
I could see the wing mirror though. I had an arrow I crafted because a box would keep sliding and blocking my wing mirror.
I'm going to get you a sticker for the back of your car that just says health risk.
Yeah.
or keep very far back.
Danger to society. Who is most easily fooled?
Most easily fooled. I am probably quite gullible.
I'd say I am more.
Really?
I'm more trustworthy, and it just fools me.
Ah.
But then if you fool me more than 2 times, I just never believe you again.
That's interesting, because that would be one where ideally we don't want to be the most gullible.
Yeah.
But if we're both quite gullible, then interesting. I definitely used to be very gullible. I'm not as gullible, but I am still gullible.
It just makes you happy when people tell you stuff they've done, or like say that, oh, that's my car, and then you go, oh really, that's a nice car. So it's not really my car. So.
You fools me.
Now I got to break your legs, mate. Can't believe you've done this to me. Who likes fast food the most?
Oh, I do love a Mackey's or a KFC. Definitely.
See, I'd rather cook my food.
I'd rather have fast food.
So
I wouldn't have it every single day, but I do look forward to. My mind is actually constantly going, I wonder where I'm next going to have a Mackey's. It's been some time.
Okay, well that's you, but
That's me.
This month I've had so much. This has been sort of my cheat month.
Cheat month or cheap month? Or
Cheat.
chipmunk.
I've had so much fast food. I've spent so much money on stuff.
You have, again, talking
Yeah.
about the camp we were recently on. I've seen what my bill looks like, and I've seen what your bill looks like, and
Yeah.
I don't know how you're holding up.
It's fine. I spent 250 quid on hand tools the other day.
You had a good time, though. That's all that matters, isn't it?
Got
Money's replaceable, memories aren't.
Well, unless you drink a lot. I got browned out that camp. That was my mission at the start.
Yeah, I tell you
of
what else
camp.
got browned out. That poo chair I had to dig out.
He did. I got browned out, mate. That was at the start of camp. I said I'm going to get browned out this camp, and I did.
Right, what else we got? Any more on the card?
Who has the best hearing?
Who has the best hearing? I like to think I've got quite good hearing.
I disagree.
Oh,
You either choose to not hear me, or you just don't hear me.
What?
Exactly. So I'm going to put myself at that point.
oh, okay.
Hope
That's
you heard
rude.
that.
I feel like what I lack in sight, I'll make up for in hearing.
Ditto.
Oh, well, good.
I can hear an ant
What's
orgasm from my bedroom.
Jesus Christ. Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. Don't forget to give that follow or subscribe button a click so you don't miss out on any future episodes. And why not check out our Twitter and Discord too, where we post updates, behind the scenes stuff, and just general other news about the show. Links in the description below. Got any topics or questions you think need a proper answer or have yet to even be asked? Drop it in the comments below or send us a tweet. Until next time.